Good morning, students. Welcome to the second session of essays for Chapter 2, What is Around Us. Let us have a quick recap of what we have learned in the first session. We have learned about formation of the earth into four spheres, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. We have also learned in detail about lithosphere and hydrosphere. Lithosphere is mostly made up of substance like soil and rocks, example mountains, plateaus, plains and valleys. It is also the sphere where we live. Hydrosphere is the liquid component. It covers all the oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, groundwater, etc. Now let us start with our third sphere, that is the atmosphere. We have learned in the starting of the chapter that the elements which got converted into the gases that came to be known as atmosphere. For example, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, etc. Now let's start. Atmosphere. The sphere of the air that wraps the earth from all the sides is called atmosphere, and it extends approximately up to 1600 km from the surface of the earth. Like lithosphere and hydrosphere, we cannot see atmosphere. It cannot be seen with the naked eyes like lithosphere and hydrosphere. It is composed of various gases, water vapor, dust particles, smoke, salt, microorganisms, etc. Gases like oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, etc. Water vapor, that is the vapor which gets converted from ocean water and rivers, and that also comes under the atmosphere. Dust particles are the particles which are already mixed in the atmosphere, and it can be seen if the light is passing through a dark room. You must have seen in the dark room when the light passes a surface which can be seen through there, the dust particles can be seen. The smoke from the factories and the kitchen, that also goes into the atmosphere. Salt also is there in atmosphere. As water vapor is there, salt is also there. Microorganisms means the very small organisms which cannot be seen with our eyes, but they are in the atmosphere. Atmosphere is colorless, odorless and transparent. Like lithosphere, we have soil and rocks which can be seen. In hydrosphere, we have water which can be seen and can be touched. But atmosphere does not have any color nor any odor. Odor means smell, and it is transparent. We can see through atmosphere, but we cannot see through lithosphere and hydrosphere. Through water we can see, that is through hydrosphere we can see, but it is partially. Solid, liquid and gaseous elements are included. In atmosphere, solid elements are also there, liquid are also there, gaseous are also there. Like example is dust particles, which are solid particles, but they are too minute to be seen. Liquid means water vapor is there, and gaseous like oxygen and nitrogen are also included in atmosphere. What does atmosphere contain? It contains 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen and 1% are the other gases like helium, carbon dioxide and other all gases are coming in only in the 1%, but the more percentage of nitrogen is there and 21% is oxygen. Amount of most of the gases decreases as we go higher from the surface of the earth. As I said, atmosphere is extending from the surface of the earth going towards upwards 1600 kilometers, And as we go higher from the surface of the earth, the amount of most of the gases that decreases. Carbon dioxide gas is heavy, so it is found more in the lower layer of the air. Just remember, mostly as we go higher on the mountains or sometimes in the plain, they give us oxygen, because some of the gases, their amount decreases as we go higher from the surface of the earth. There is also a ozone gas which comprise a very small amount in the air, and it absorbs the ultraviolet rays of the sun. This ozone layer help us for decreasing the heat of the sun. It protects us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. So this ozone gas, which is in very less quantity but its work is very important, it decreases the effect of the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Gases like oxygen and nitrogen keeps the living creatures on the earth alive. That means we all living beings, like all the human beings and animals, we breathe in oxygen, and plants also need a nitrogen for making their food. Atmosphere also contains water. Water is the most important component of the atmosphere. Due to heat, the water in the form of vapor evaporates and mixes with air, which is known as moisture. We know that evaporation takes place like from the ocean water, river, lakes, and from there when it is heated, the water converts into vapor and that mixes in the air, which is known as moisture. The process of cooling of vapor is called condensation. When this vapor cools down, this is known as condensation. Various forms of moisture are dew, fog, clouds, and precipitation are due to condensation. Sometimes in the morning, when we see the seat of our vehicle or on the flowers, we can see water droplets. They are the form of moisture. The moisture which is there in the atmosphere, that gets condensed, means that cool downs and comes and fall on the surface, that is we can see on the flower, petals of the flower, or sometimes on the seats of our vehicle. We can see even fog. Sometimes in the morning you can see like fog. You cannot see around the atmosphere very clearly because of some smoke like. But it is not a smoke, but it is a fog. Clouds are also a form of moisture. The vapor which goes up in the sky, and then formation of clouds takes place, and precipitation are due to the condensation. Many dust particles are seen in the atmosphere, and it helps us to see the sun rays. As I said, in the dark room, when the light is allowed to pass and only that part of light we see, we can see the dust particles moving around. We are able to listen to the sounds due to the presence of atmosphere, and that is why radio, Doordarshan telecast is possible. It is only because of atmosphere we are able to hear the radio, and Doordarshan telecast is possible because the sound passes through the atmosphere. Our fourth sphere is biosphere. The part of lithosphere, hydrosphere, where the living world exists is known as biosphere. That means wherever the living things, that is plants, animals, human beings, microorganisms, where they all can live, that is called biosphere. Earth is the planet in the solar system having biosphere. That means among all the planet, the earth is only the planet where we can see the living things. Biosphere includes vegetation, animals, insects, and human beings. We can see like different types of plants, animals, insects and human beings in biosphere. We obtain food and many other necessary things and cannot live without vegetation and animals which we get from biosphere. It is the base of our existence and divided into two parts. Biosphere is divided into two parts and it is the base because of which the human beings and the living things live. The two parts of biosphere are living and non-living. Living things in the biosphere are plants, animals and microorganisms. Non-living things are the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Yes, lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere are the part of biosphere. They are the non-living part. And living part are plants, animals and microorganisms. Even we come into biosphere, human beings also come into biosphere. Last topic of our chapter is effects of human activities on the four spheres. Yes, human activities, they affect on all these four spheres. Human beings knowingly or unknowingly do many activities for development which causes an imbalance in the different spheres. Like we start factories and the factories throw out the smoke in the air. We dig into the ground for getting the water or the oil, mineral oil. All such kinds of activities, they affect the spheres of the earth. Underground nuclear testing, too much drilling of mineral oil, tube wells affects the lithosphere. Nuclear testing means when the different kinds of weapons like nuclear bomb etc. are formed, they do testing under the ground and some people do drilling for the mineral oil inside the ground, and for getting water, that is the underground water, we bore the tube wells. That all things that affects the lithosphere. Dumping of waste into water bodies, oil spills from ships and disposal of chemical waste in the water causes the destruction of marine life, which is highly dangerous for the hydrosphere. We can see many factories, they dump their wastewater into the water bodies, and the ships, they spill the oil and some spill the chemicals into the water bodies, which causes damage to the marine life, that is the life under the water, and thus it also affects the hydrosphere, that is the water bodies on the earth. Harmful gases emitted by industries, workshops, power stations and vehicles pollute the atmosphere. We know that the industries, they throw out smoke from their factories, and the workshops, power station, they all throw the harmful gases into the atmosphere, and also the vehicles which we drive, they throw the harmful gases into the atmosphere. That is going to harm the our sphere, atmosphere. Heat on the earth increases due to the increase in carbon dioxide in the air. In this way, human activities affect the biosphere. We see that because of all this waste. Now we will quickly revise what we have learned in the chapter. We have learned about the formation of the earth, about the four spheres of the earth, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. We have also learned the effects of human activities on all these four spheres. Kindly write down the notes of the chapter which I have sent in the PDF and read the chapter from the textbook. Till then, goodbye.